What's up, y'all? The South Shakers are here. We are back for another TNA Impact post show in the world. The best, the greatest in the den.
They say if there's true love, you don't let it go.
TNA Wrestling.
Because those chants are going to ring in arenas around the world forever. Because TNA Wrestling, we're
That is right, you guys. Welcome to the greatest TNA Impact Wrestling post show of all time in the den. Happy Thursday to each and every one of you. Happy Friday Eve. We have a lot to get into for TNA tonight. Of course, they'll be going to the 2300 building this weekend. And I mean, of course, we are also on the road to Rebellion. So I am really, really excited to really get into tonight's show. The women were definitely heavily involved in here. Hi, Eric. Hi, Carlos. Welcome.
Happy
Nikki, what
birthday,
did you
Killer
think about
Kelly.
the show? Happy birthday, Killer Kelly. And also shout out to her and Matthew Ringwald, who will be featured in a horror film, which is
Yes.
absolutely amazing for both of them. I think that Killer Kelly is definitely gonna have a lot of fun since she is a horror
Yeah.
girl like us. So I know for a fact that whatever role they have her doing in this horror film is gonna be real interesting to see. So, but how did you feel
Yeah.
about tonight's show and everything, Nikki?
I really like the opening. Um, I love the X
Mhm.
Division. I just think they do a good job. It's almost like a cruiserweight with a bruiserweight. And I think all of them could have out at the spot, to be honest. And Ali's doing a great job holding the championship. Tasha gave Jordan a run for her money, but of course, we'll get into that a little later.
Absolutely. But since we are or was on the topic of X Division, let's go ahead and get into what Mustafa Ali, which is the current X Division champion, who actually successfully defended his title against Chris Sabin and could retain his title, is have a rebellion whatever don't ask me, whatever it is. It's a big ass battle royal, to sum it up, and whoever wins will be the number one contender to face him at Rebellion. And so there's a lot of X Division that were involved. Shout out to Eddie, who is on Twitter. He is the one who is
Woo!
our photos tonight, and he's majority of the time Eddie is responsible for a lot of the photos and everything. He's the only one that literally covers everything almost, and he posts. And I enjoy using his stuff because he support us just as much as we support him. So majority of these photos here are going to be brought to you by Eddie on Twitter. I don't know, never know how to pronounce his Twitter name, but you know exactly who I'm talking about because
I
his
think
watermark
it's
is so
Xylan Themes.
solid themes. I don't know. I don't
Xylan.
even know. I need to know where you got that from too, though, Eddie, because I know sometimes he pops in. But we had our battle royal. We had Chris Bay, Jason Hodge, Jake Something, Alan Angels, Kevin Knight, and Leon Slater. Which was, I mean, they did their thing out here. I'm not gonna lie. Mustafa Ali was out here on commentary looking absolutely amazing. His black suit, which I wish I could have captured, but that blue was just everything. You know,
Hmm.
blue is hidden. Okay. But yeah, so this was a really great match. Was very surprised to see that Jake Something would be the one to win. I don't know, but I really don't consider Jake Something to be X Division. Like, I,
I mean, Samoa Joe.
yeah, but even with but Samoa Joe was flipping around,
Yeah,
and,
but
and, and doing
I mean, it's
and
not
having a
really
move.
about flippy dippy. It's more about being like X marks the spot. That's what Matthew Ringwald talked about. Ali couldn't understand, but it is what it is. You
Well,
know,
shout out to Jake Something. for getting an opportunity to be able to face Mustafa Ali at Rebellion, even though I know he's not going to win. But, you know, Mustafa Ali needs some other people to wrestle outside of the Detroit Machine Gun Kellys, who
True.
may not be here much longer, according to the streets,
Oh,
per se. But it has been made official. Mustafa Ali will be defending his X Division Championship against Jake Something at Rebellion on Saturday, April 20th. And I think this is in the Palms. They're going back to Las Vegas for this.
yep.
So let's see. I do like this graphic. I think it's great,
I
honestly.
love the
It's
green.
very
Green.
rascal like,
Yeah.
you know, purple, green, all that. Yeah. All right. And then we move on because Cody Deaner came out here. And then the Grizzly Young Vets came out here, and then they started trying to basically they attack Cody Deaner. I don't know if Cody Deaner is trying to have a change of heart or you know turning face in a sense, but it definitely seemed like it may have worked a little bit, especially getting a lot of heat with the Grizzly Young Vets coming out here,
Mhm.
which led into this match here because the Time Splitters came out to save Cody Deaner, which
In a sense, yeah.
technically. But yeah, we get into this match here: Grizzly Young Vets versus Splitters. It seems like Kushida and Sabin, well, not Sabin, but Shelly are okay, I guess, in a sense, with everything. Technically, Coach Kushida was the one who kind of made have him lose, the match with Moose and everything for no surrender. So I guess they are okay, but I think that there's still some underlying things boiling between Kushida
Yeah.
and Alex Shelley. But they worked well as a pair tonight, and they end up getting the victory over the Grizzly Young Vets. Um, Not a good look, especially after they did come out that win at Sacrifice with Mustafa Ali. So I don't
That's
know if
what I heard. Grizzly Young Vets won't be in TNA for long.
no, they. I mean, I didn't expect them to be here this long either at this time. Like I thought maybe, after Hard to Kill, they do that weekend and boom, they go somewhere else. But when I noticed that they were sticking around a little bit longer, it's like okay, they do need some new tag teams to wrestle against it. I mean, they're freely agents. They're not tied to any company as of right now. So I think that it's cool having them around, for the time being. So I don't know. And then Tom sat down with Mr. Hammerstone, um, and it seems if like he's not done with Josh Alexander in a sense. Of course, welcoming him to TNA, to the roster and everything like that. But I'm gonna have to get a little more familiar with Mr. Hammerstone because I'm still like, what is it about him? Outside of him putting on a really nice match with Josh Alexander. A lot of people can do that because Josh is great in the ring, but I don't know. And then we move on to Crazy Steve versus PCO. Um, it's like a Halloween kind of match, if you ask me, because there's two insane people who don't mind bringing any harm to each other or themselves in any compassion at all whatsoever. So really, really nice match between these
Yeah.
two. But honestly, it seems like Khan just can't seem to mind his damn business. Why are you? Why do you why do you continue to try to get yourself involved in my granddaddy match? Leave my granddaddy alone. Okay. He wanted this championship. He was trying to get him some gold. But unfortunately, when you have someone like Khan who just can't seem to mind his business, my granddaddy ended up losing the match and Crazy Steve ended up retaining his title. So it's like, I'm
Until
tired
that
of you.
happened, I did enjoy the match though.
Yeah,
They do a great job, to be honest.
they do. They definitely do. Crazy Steve is a great talent. And of course, my granddaddy, I mean, he's a legend in his own right in so many different ways. So and then we got word from Eric Young, who obviously is, you know, feel his way about the system and everything, but also with Frankie Kazarian too, because they're supposed to be running it back again at Rebellion. A full metal mayhem match. Which to me sounds like this is just really just an extreme tables, ladders, chairs, fire, all that match between these two. And I thought we were done, but I guess not. So these two will have their match at Rebellion. It was announced on tonight. And then we had Ash by Elegance have her third match for tonight. She stepped into the ring where I cannot, for the life of me, pronounce her name at all whatsoever. But I know it's Sparks or Sparks, one of them. But I just don't know how to pronounce her name at all whatsoever. But
Mm.
that's who she faced and everything. I've seen her before. I think she's actually wrestled in Impact TNA before. Selena, okay, because she got a really crazy name
Mm.
on social media. That's what I went by. But she did. I mean, that's what Ash needs. She needs people who's gonna get in the ring with her to actually try to at least make her look like something, especially when they're trying to make her be something, you know. So that's great. But even though she did get the victory and everything, she really tried to damage Selena. She tried to damage her. She got a chair. She was gonna jump off the top rope right before Zaya Brookside comes out and saves the day. And obviously, we're going to be moving in the direction of Ash by Elegance versus Zaya Brookside because of Zaya technically is the reason why Ash got her dress ruined at Sacrifice.
Yeah.
So I was gonna be moving in with this here, which I think that is great because now Ash is getting involved with those who are actually on the Knockouts roster and not just these practice matches for her to have just so she can stay, on TV and just to say she has matches going on. So, which I think that is great for her.
Finally. Hell.
And then we heard from Daddy Nick, of course, coming off of his victory for his sacrifice as well. And I mean, there's definitely some unfinished business with Daddy Nick and the system, which will lead to having Nick and Moose fighting for that. I'm going to say NXT TNA World Championship. So at Rebellion. So I'm pretty excited about this. Do I know what the outcome is going to be? I have no idea at all whatsoever. But I know that Steve Macklin is somewhere around, watching, looking, lurking, and will probably do his best to try to cost Nick this opportunity to capture more gold, per se. So, and then we get into our main event. I know we had like a video thing from Dirty Dango, but that's about it. And also we got to see from Jessica and Havoc and Rosemary who talked about still wanting to have those tag team titles, wanting to get another opportunity and so on and so forth. So I mean, they're coming. They're making it be known. I tell you that much.
Mhm.
So I'm excited about that, but very excited to have we get into this main event here. Jordan Grace versus Tasha Steelz for the Knockouts World Championship, and this is what we needed at Sacrifice. Absolutely, just a one-on-one with Jordan and Tasha Steelz is exactly what we needed. And this week, women have been main eventing all over different promotions. The women have been main eventing, which I think that is great. Especially with this being Women's History Month, you need to allow your women to have the spotlight and actually go out there and let them kick ass like they
Yep.
know how to. And a lot of times, people forget that some of these women matches be way better than the men. The time that y'all invest in a lot of these men's feuds and their matches does not compare to when a lot of the women get in their ring and do what they got to do. And that's exactly what Jordan Grace and Tasha Steelz did tonight. And I mean, it looked as if like Tasha could have defeated Jordan Grace by an inch, but Jordan Grace did end up retaining her
Mm.
Knockouts World Championship. Now it's all trying to see like who's next in line. She has to have an opponent for Rebellion.
Yeah.
Like who's? I mean, we definitely have not seen Giselle at all whatsoever. Yeah, we definitely don't need Women's History Month just for women to main event. It should be all year round. And I mean, and it has been before where women have main evented on their own promotions. Maybe not all within the same week, but we've had those before. Would it be nice to have more? Absolutely, but it has to make sense.
Yeah.
We can't focus on how the men get the main event, but it doesn't make sense. They don't give a damn. The men are gonna main event. They don't care.
Yeah.
So
I think it's gonna be Alicia.
I was gonna say Alicia Fox.
Girl,
Um,
me too. No, I'm
I mean, she does. Speaking of, I mean, she does have her match with Mickey James,
Mhm.
and everything too, which I think that's gonna
Victoria.
be.
They're in Victoria.
But yeah, so I'll say there is gonna be a no more contender match at the 2300 arena to see who Jordan's gonna face at Rebellion. So okay, cool, that's great. Sorry about that. A lot of that is actually taking place starting on tomorrow. So
Mm.
we're gonna get to a couple of things that's happening this weekend for TNA because we do like to keep you guys in the loop. There's a generational clash between Daddy Nick and Alex Shelley.
Mm.
This will take place on Friday. And then we have Josh Alexander versus Tracy Williams, which will also take place on a Friday. And then
Mm.
if you want to know who's on the meet and greets, the
Fat
system,
bitch. I don't give a
the
damn.
system, Jordan Grace and AJ Francis will be on the pre-show for the meet and greet. So it's a full lineup for you guys to go and meet some people that you want to see. And then I am so upset about this, honestly, because this could have been me for no surrender if Daddy didn't go off to New Japan to handle his business. Cause I could have got a 2-for-1 special, like no lie, but
God damn. A leg and a thigh.
a leg and a thigh. They might put a breast in there for me.
God damn.
I'm just saying, fill me up. Okay. Okay, so
No sides.
oh yeah, Cajun fries, that's my go-to.
Mm-hmm.
People I like dirty rice.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
like mashed potatoes and
Mm-hmm.
gravy, of course, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no, red beans and rice kind of girl. I've never had it before, or
Yeah.
anything like that. So, but I do see a lot of people eat it. But that Cajun rice be going crazy. Cajun fries be going crazy. Mashed
See,
potatoes
while
going
you
crazy.
at Popeyes, I'm over at Churches with a
Oh, let
two.
me tell you something. Them honey butter biscuits that Churches
Mm-hmm.
got, top tier.
With some
Top
fried
tier.
okra and some mashed potatoes and gravy.
Come on now.
I hate
Somebody.
when motherfuckers ask me, do I eat white gravy like for dinner? That's break. That's like biscuit and gravy in the morning.
I'm screaming. Yeah, a leg and a thigh and a biscuit. All
Mm.
that. With a Diet Coke for me. That would have been like I I wouldn't even want to meet nobody else at TNA after that. Like unless y'all bring somebody else I like.
Right, right.
Um but yeah, so post show meet and greet is Mustafa Ali, Daddy Nick, and Grizzled Young Vet. So definitely go and see them. You can. I have my moment to meet Daddy Nick. Okay. And then I'm gonna put my side by side photo of me and Mustafa Ali and Daddy Nick all in one big area when I build up my when I put stuff on my
Huh.
and so let's get into Saturday matches. Um Al- we got Ace Austin versus Mike Bailey versus Kushida in a triple threat match, Lord. And then we have Hammerstone and Tasha Steelz versus I'm okay. I was just gonna say something controversial. Joshua Alexander and Jordan Grace will be teaming together as well. So we have a mixed tag match in a sense, but everybody gets involved. Everybody's getting his hands. I'm telling you, I'm ready to see Jordan like German suplex Hammerstone or something.
Girl.
Tasha Steelz like Izaguri like Alexander or some shit. I don't know. And then we have Moose versus Trent Seven, which is going to be a really interesting match. Well, I'm gonna say all hands are equal match. Let's do that. And then we have Steve Macklin versus Kevin Knight
Mhm.
on Saturday as well. A lot of matches that they have for Saturday. The Detroit Machine Gun Kellys versus Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers with Alicia Edwards on their side. And then looks like we will be having Zaya Brookside versus Ash by Elegance this weekend too. And then if you want to check out some of the meet and greets for Saturday, pre-show meet and greet, you got Josh Alexander, you have Joe Hendry, and you have Tasha Steele, the La Boricua badass. And then
Period.
also we have on the post-show meet and greets, you have Spitfire, which is Danny Luna and Jody Thread, Ash by Elegance, and Alex Hammerstone. So that's pretty much all that is there for this weekend and everything happening at the 2300 building in Philadelphia. It's kind of
Hey,
interesting that they are going to Philly before WrestleMania and everything like that. So unless they got a lot of stuff in store or something, because I know a lot of them are probably going to maybe be at WrestleCon, maybe not. Who knows? May have some other stuff going on, but April is definitely going to be um, a great time per se and everything. Next week at Preta Revolver, we have Myron Reed and Killer Kelly of Red versus Killer Kelly. Yeah, that's going to be a great match. Really excited to see that from home and everything. I'm in hibernation mode for a second before I, go to another wrestling show that's nearby or anything. But yeah, so that was pretty much TNA for tonight's post show and everything. We will hope Nikki and Santana can go to a WrestleMania one day. Well, we already been, Joe. So we went to WrestleMania in Dallas, and Nikki went to WrestleMania last year. So we've been to, I've been to one WrestleMania, Nikki's been to two. So yeah, we've had our WrestleMania experience. That's
I
the
ain't
first
going back.
first time me and Nikki met was, oh, I meant for this channel. Oh, okay. You find universe. Well, either way, um,
Yeah,
it'll happen one day again, maybe.
for sure.
We just, if they pick the Bright City, then maybe we gotta wait till 2027. When they pop up in Nashville.
House getting knocked down. I don't like. Don't come to my
I'm
city.
just saying, like we might have to like then that'll probably be the next WrestleMania that I go to because they're talking about Minnesota for next year. I don't know what's in Minnesota, and I'm not going. Okay, so
It's
that's that
cold.
and everything. I'm not going. I did get approved for WrestleMania credentials and everything. So, but you know,
Hey,
bon appetit. I
oh,
will. I will do. We will be home base and everything. So prepare for an extravaganza. I'll say that. Um, that's all I can. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
that's it.
That's it. Point blank. Period. But that's about it. We thank you guys so much for coming in, as always, hanging out with us on your Thursdays. We'll be back on Sunday for Reality TV Fix. Because I mean, we still got to finish up Love and WE. We have Johnny Loves Taya, and then we're going to see what they got going on for Bad versus Wild because last episode was just like one minute we're good, when next minute we're not. So go from there, and then we'll probably just if this not was what is given, then we'll probably be watching One More Chance.
Yeah,
So and
that's
that's
it.
that. But once again, like I said, thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with us here. Shout out to the Battleground Podcast as always for having us in here just doing our thing. The boss didn't come in earlier, didn't come in today. Because last time he popped in and Nikki was laid
Hi.
laid out, laid back, chilling and everything. Um, Hopefully, Baddest Caribbean rocks. I don't know. They did some replacement stuff like that, but we'll talk all reality TV. Uh,
Suki is out.
Suki is out. They replaced her,
Asian dollars in.
which was shocking to me, you know, and everything like that. But I'm excited for it and everything. I have started watching Love Is Blind, but I haven't. I stopped at season 5, so I haven't made it to the most recent one that a lot of people were talking about. So I plan to get back on Love Is Blind. I kind of been watching Pose right now, which I'm almost done with that. And then I'm probably just gonna start watching some other stuff that I kind of figure
Yes,
out.
sir.
I gotta watch Invincible tonight too.
I'm on
Yeah,
power.
yeah, Nikki's on Power. Um,
Bad.
Badly, heavily, like. tremendously. But we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Cause y'all like to bring us back in when we about to go. You know what I'm saying? So like, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Once again, shout out to Better Ground Podcast. Continue to follow us on all social media platforms at the Shakkas Den or our own individual ones. I hit 1K on subs on my own YouTube channel for gaming. So
Hey,
you know, bigger things just happening. We're getting more content, gaming content out for you guys, stuff like that too. I'm on a little small break in between editing and everything. So that's that. But you guys have a great rest of your night. We will be back on Sunday for Reality TV Fix. And this has been the greatest TNA Impact
yes,
Wrestling
sir.
show in the world, in the den, where of course it is invite only.
Period.